happened to see this article, and this is Kevin Hart calling out Torrei Hart, his ex-wife, and Eniko, that's his new wife, critics and things that they were saying. It's very interesting, the little interview that he had. It's like Kevin Hart wants to follow in the shoes of Tyrese Gibson and talk about his ex-wife. Now, it said Kevin stopped by the Breakfast Club this morning to open up about cheating on his current wife, like he did his last wife. He also again claimed that his ex-wife, Torrei Hart, has been wrongfully accusing Eniko of being a mistress when they were married. He also has something to say to folks who have been writing harsh comments on social media about the situation. If you don't want people to talk about it, one, you shouldn't do it, and two, you shouldn't be on social media then. I mean, you could avoid all of that by not being on social media, and too bad. On getting caught cheating, he said, "That's Kevin Hart in his dumbest moment. That's not the finest hour of my life. With that being said, you make your bed, you lay in it. You can't even say what were you thinking because you weren't thinking. You can't say, Kevin, what were you thinking when you did it?" That's where the false reality comes in through a F up. You don't plan to F up, but you F up, and then you go, oh, ish, I F'd up. That is the dumbest thing that I have ever heard in my life. And this wasn't a dumb moment. This was a repeat. He did it to his first wife, with his second wife. And then this is why this happened with his second wife, because you can only, if you think that you're going to cheat and then have a marriage that lasts happily ever after, and that person isn't going to do the same thing, you're delusional, because you've set the bar. You were willing to sleep with this man while he was married, so that says something about you. Now it's like, okay, well, she was going to do that, let me go ahead and do it again. It's no surprise. The next question was on folks also saying he cheated in his first marriage. He said, but the reality is Kevin effed up again. Oh my God. No, I didn't F up my first marriage. Stop it. Stop the talk. I don't like people bringing up my first marriage. I left my first marriage. I got a divorce. I filed. I'm the one who said I didn't want to do this anymore. I'm not happy. The infidelity and ish was because we were both done. So I walked away from it. How can you be unfaithful when basically you are done with the marriage? The marriage has been broken up. There is no infidelity if it's handled in that way. That's bullshit. He know what he did. He cheated on his wife with the industry thought, and then she thought she was coming up on a come up, which she did. That's why she's pregnant. She's going to make sure no matter her choice, she will get a check because she has a child. And his first wife actually helped him out. She believed in him. You know, she was the come up chick, and he did her dirty. And now he's even talking about her as if, you know, it didn't matter. He didn't love her. It's the same shit that Tyrese said. I think it's fucking disgusting that you can get with a person, share these moments. This person pushes out a child that looks like you, and you talk about them like a dog. Like, he knows what really happened. I'm sorry. I'm going to believe the wife. And he's just trying to clean it up and make it look good, because again, the common denominator out of him fucking up both marriages is what? Him. On negative social media comments regarding the cheating scandal, I love my effing wife. My wife knows my goddamn heart. My wife knows my heart. You know who your man is, and you know what I stand for. You know the foundation that we built at the end of the day, the negativity that comes from the outside comes from a place where people are unhappy. Unhappy people like to see other people unhappy. So when you get negative people throwing negative ish at you, misery loves company. That's bullshit if I ever heard it. No, people told the truth. Sometimes people can be negative, and you know, negative people do like, you know, to start up trouble, and misery does love company. But in this case, you have to be very objective and look at what's going on. No, the people just told the truth on what happened. The first wife spilled the tea, and then now it's undisputable what his first wife said, because he's now done the same thing to the side piece turned wife. So, I mean, they're telling the truth. And like I said, you know, there's also people on here that they can't handle the truth and they don't like the truth. And basically, the foundation was built on infidelity and lies and cheating. And wow, infidelity, lies, and cheating came up again. Who would have thought? He also hates when people say Eniko got her karma. Like, that's the ish that almost got under my skin. I had to effing breathe for a minute, because that title is put on her by my ex out of anger, out of whatever. You can go look up anything in history. You've never heard me bad talk my kid's mother, my ex-wife. Never. I don't do it. It's not my character, never. But in her most emotional time, she lashed out against Eniko. So those titles of homewrecker mistress are put out and portrayed by an image that wasn't true. So when people try to run with that, that woman didn't have anything to do with my marriage. That woman didn't have anything to do with me leaving my wife. I separated. You have to be legally separated to file for divorce. I was legally separated for a year. Had tons of women at the time. Me and my wife stuck. We stuck. So the image that was intended to put on this woman's back wasn't a fair image, and that's what I don't like. I don't like because she's not that. First of all, he's just trying to save face. He's just trying to take up for her because he fucked up. So since he screwed around with someone else, since he cared about it while she was pregnant too. Like I said, this is probably a repeat. This is definitely a repeat of what happened with the first wife. Now it's happening again. He is married to her. He gets her pregnant. While she's pregnant, he's off screwing the side chick. The side chick is trying to get with him so she can get next to some money. Basically, it's just happening again. Like I said, he doesn't like it because the truth is out. Everybody knows. Nobody's really checking for him. I don't really watch his specials anymore. He's not funny. I don't watch his TV shows. I mean, I've been over Kevin Hart. His first wife, I mean, what was he gonna do? He's setting up here talking like he was gonna do something to his ex-wife. He's not gonna do anything to his ex-wife. His ex-wife is the only reason that he has the show on BET. That is the only interesting point, you know, the wife, how he tries, and the way he tries to betray her is some bullshit on that show. But I'm sure that she's getting a healthy check for that, because that's all he had. Honestly, him being with his first wife is what blew him up and made him famous. And so, you know, you can see his downfall and downturn. I'll say downturn, since he wifed the side piece. So I'm sorry, I believe what the wife said. He also confirmed that Eniko thought about leaving him. My wife is not a pushover. Sure, she did. Whatever. We can move on from that. Whatever. On people making negative comments while she's pregnant. Wow. That part of the movie, people want to see the bad movie. First thing in the world is for a woman that's miserable to surround herself with other women who are happy. That's the worst thing in the world for a woman that's unhappy, no relationship, no foundation. I'm not happy. All these happy bees around me. What the? Look at all these happy bees around me with a man holding hands, doing things every goddamn day. I don't like it. The minute that those things are cracking, falling apart, the unhappy woman is the first woman to get in your ear. Oh, okay, so it was what I thought it was. He's basically saying that, you know, she should surround herself with happy women, and all of the people who are making comments on his cheating have no relationship, have no foundation, they are not happy, they're negative, which is bullshit. First of all, what does negative comments have to do with this woman's pregnancy? How does it affect her pregnancy? I would think finding out her husband is screwing around with side pieces would affect her pregnancy more than these comments, because you can always shut off social media. You can't shut off your marriage. You have to deal with the situation that happened. So now he's trying to then place the blame on other people who have a comment about what happened. I'm like, he is disgusting. He is as disgusting as Tyrese disgusting as. Now, I'm not going to even attempt to play this. This is almost an hour long, and I'm not going to do that. But I will leave the article in the description box if anybody wants to see the full interview. But it's just, you know, the same thing that I read, just him talking bullshit about his first wife, talking about everybody is the cause for his pregnant wife's woes except him fucking around with some side piece. He does not want to take this shows he doesn't want to take full responsibility. He's mad because people are telling the truth about what he did. His ex-wife told the truth about what he did. Hell is happening over to his side piece turned wife. So he is the one who did this to his wife. He is the one who decided to step out of the marriage like he did his first wife, and he is solely to blame for any angst. Anybody who has something to say, everybody has the right to have their own opinion. Everybody has the right to free speech if they want to say something. Oh well. Like, he's just trying to pass the buck and get the heat off himself. He's a dirty dick dude, and that's just what he is. And he did it to his first wife, and he did it to his second wife, and she's not going anywhere because she's enjoying the money. Maybe one day she will, and if he gets married to the third one, he'll be a dirty dick bastard with that wife too. So I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one.